Welcome traders to this module in the Traders Education portal. This is on placing an order. And this is of course quite exciting because placing an order is where you get to actually interact with the broker environment and start to make the money. So it's very important from that perspective to understand the different types of order. And this is what we're going to be talking about in this section just here. There are two key types of orders. The first type is a stop order. A stop order is a worse price than where the current market is at. Okay, so let's look at these diagrams over here and let's look to explain what that exactly means. Now, I'm a buyer, and if I'm buying at the current market price, MP here means market price. If I'm buying at the current market price, that would be this level here. But if I make a conscious decision that for whatever reason, according to my trading strategy, I want to buy at this price here above the high of this bar, this actually is what we call a buy stop, because I'm buying at a worse price than where the current market price is. So actually any order placed anywhere above the market price would actually be a buy stop order because I'm buying at a worse price. So from a buying perspective, of course, it doesn't make sense to buy at a worse price. From my perspective, I'm maybe buying at 70 instead of being able to buy at 50. But there will be some occasions in which this is relevant and there will be specific reasons why you would want to do this. Let's look at this one just here. So you can see here what we've got is a seller bar. Actually, the type of bar doesn't really matter, but it's a bar nonetheless. And the current market price, but this is what's important, the current market price is here. Now, if I were to sell, this time I'm a seller. So if I want to sell at any point that's worse than the current market price, any point below this close price, this then of course would be classed as a sell stop order, right? A sell stop order. That is what this would be classed at just here. So of course you can understand from some perspectives, you'd ask yourself the question, hey, why would I want to buy, why would I want to sell in this case at a worse price than where the current market is? But again, there will be some specific reasons and some exact examples why you would want to do this. Then let's talk about the next type of order. So we've covered stop orders. And again, it's important to remember that stop orders can be used as either an entry, which is what we're doing in this case, or they can also be used as a stop loss as well. We'll cover more of this in the next section. But here, let's look at an example of the next type of order. If we have stop orders up here, the next type of order is a limit order, okay? And if a limit order is this one here, if a stop order is a worse price than where the current market is, a limit order is a better price than where the current market is, a better price than where the current market is, right? So let's look at some examples over here. I'm a buyer now in this occasion, and let's say the current market is at 150. But let's say, and that for me, of course, 150, I may say, that's expensive. I want to buy at 30. You can understand it makes much more sense for me to buy at 30 than it does at 150. So I would place an order down here as a buy limit order. So this would be a buy limit order at the bottom here because I'm buying for 30 instead of 150, which of course would be a much better price from my perspective. Same concept applies to the sell as well. Here's the current market, it's at 30, but I feel like I can get 150 or 200 for that particular item or product, whatever it is I'm looking at. If I want to sell at 200, I'm going to use a sell limit order. So you can understand from a selling perspective, wouldn't you rather get 200 instead of 30 for whatever the product or object or whatever it is you're working with? Of course you would. So that makes it much more viable for you, and hence you would use a sell limit order. Now, from the explanation that I've given here, it may look to you like, why would I ever use a buy stop order in that case? But again, there are very specific examples and cases, especially in trading systems and strategies that have been built by the Master of the Markets team, where buy-stop orders are very, very important, and we want certain levels to be breached even before we make the decision to buy or sell a specific instrument. So let's now go into more detail.
We trust you enjoyed our Traders Education Center tech video. To unlock the full tech modules for free, click on the link below and hit the subscribe button. Then go ahead to register with your contact details and create your unique username and password to enjoy the fully unlocked tech modules.